Yeah, this is literally like a non-creepy or borderline creepy. We'll see. I'll have to quantify the
Work
creepiness.
dad.
Yeah, work dad. I like that. I like that, Joe. Work dad.
Yeah.
It's we could talk about dating, and because I now, thank God, I'm in love, and she's fucking amazing, and she's hot, and I don't have to roofie her, and she finds me attractive. Holy
And
fuck.
she's beautiful.
Thank you.
I love the posts.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
She's a nurse, so she's like nurturing and caring and
Successful.
yeah, she's a great mom, and we're doing the long distance thing. She's in north of Tampa.
That's amazing.
So we're going on a cruise in 3 weeks.
Nice.
I've never gone on a cruise ever. Virgin Cruises, 18 and up, no kids.
Oh,
That's
that'll be
great.
fun.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
you get wristbands and get drinks and whatnot.
That's it. Yeah, and you just get shit-faced and have a great time. Done. I'm down and not going to work at all, and it's a content-rich environment, so I'll just be fucking posting a ton of
It's
shit.
gonna be fun.
Oh, fuck yes.
I'm jealous.
You guys deserve that.
Yeah, thank you. It's I don't know, man. You get to where, like, I lost my mom, and my time now is much more precious,
Yeah.
and who I spend it with is much more precious.
Yeah.
I'm much more exclusive now than I started this thing 5 months ago. Who comes in now compared to 5 months ago, been like anybody off the street.
Yeah.
If you had your
Right.
real estate license, good. Now it's people that aren't even in real estate.
Yeah.
If I think you're funny
People-
and you're cool, and if we can have a drink together, or if you're sober, if we can have dinner together and shoot the shit, let's talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And bring you on here.
Someone that adds value. Somehow.
Value, and the thing is, everyone has a different description of value. To me, it's are you a good mom? Are you a good dad? Are you a good spouse? Are you just a good person in general? And now, obviously, 90% of my audience is still real estate agents, like you guys, and so it's what is it about you? And I just thought when you guys were at Schofield, you're great. You're awesome and you're funny, and you are a member of this generation of agents that are in their 20s that you look good, you're social media savvy.
Tell us more.
You're confident. I'll keep going, sister. You're confident. It's like, and you know how to portray yourself on social media, and you know how to tell a story. You're both very good at that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. You can put up all the shit you want about just sold and just listeds, but every time you post like spin classes with your dad
Yeah.
and having about to be 14-year-old daughter, you've got me.
Yeah.
Like that's what
You gotta
draws
put
me
some personal.
to you. What is it now? First of all, how long have you? Because you're sisters. How long have you guys been working together?
Pretty recently, actually.
Brand new.
Yeah.
Whose idea was it?
So Joe was licensed about a year before me. She went to Schofield, and then I think a year later I was like, what are you doing? Like, how's it going? And we were talking about it, and she was like, you have to do it. If you don't do anything else, you have to get your license. You have to come work with me. We have to try it. And I think off the bat, she was like, okay, if you're going to get your license, you have to get your broker's license. And I was like, okay, you need a college degree, take a couple extra courses. And so I did it. And I remember
Because we knew in the long run, we were like, we're going to do something more than just being salespeople one day.
Okay.
And so we said in that moment, we were like, how cool would it be one day the Adams team? And it must have been, a year and a half later, we decided to start doing some things together.
Like a couple months now.
Yeah.
How do you achieve balance being sisters, which I'm sure you guys go at it over shit, but it's
Every day.
every day, right? But it's good to me because you have that comfort level where most partnerships, they fail because they don't have that comfort level.
Yeah.
That they don't communicate well together. Being sisters for how many years? How old are you?
I'm 28, and we've got 2.5 years between us.
So for 25 and a half-ish years, whatever, you guys know each other pretty well.
Yeah.
And if you think she's fucking up on something, you're going to call her out and vice versa. Mm-hmm. Right?
You hit the nail on the head.
Yep.
Yeah. That's our biggest challenge is like holding each other accountable and like figuring out how we're going to delegate roles and run a business together and also be family and love each other.
How do you achieve that balance? Like, do you have a thing? Like, do you have like a safe word? Mine is Mr. President. Do you have like a safe word that you guys, I'm kidding, but I'm not because when is When is it too much?
It's funny because we spend our entire life together. I mean, we work out together, we work together, we play
Social
together.
life.
Our friends are intertwined. I mean, we have the same friend group. And so I think that we kind of know when to like shut on and off between different roles.
That's great.
Yeah.
And
And we're also still learning this.
yes.
I mean, it's fairly new. But yeah, I think we've done a good job of balancing it. Like, this is work time, and we can be professional and treat each other like you would your colleagues. And now we're sisters and friends.
yeah.
What are Dani's greatest strengths that she brings to the table as a realtor?
Dani is charming above all. She has the gift of gab. She definitely kills it, like, face to face, because people love her. She's also really good on social media. She's got that on me, like, just enough years to where she's a little bit more tech savvy than I am. She's really good at communicating.
What are Joe's greatest assets being a realtor?
I think she's really great at guiding the process. She knows it really well. She's very informed. She's very intelligent. She's a really good hand holder.
That's huge, by the way. Like that. Don't let
is.
that. We need to like celebrate that because you are being entrusted with the most stressful, biggest financial decision someone's going to make:
Absolutely.
buying or selling a home.
Yeah.
And so, if you're not a good hand holder, you're not a good fucking realtor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It-
I
It's that
100%
simple,
agree. Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Yeah, and especially when you're dealing with first-time home buyers, which, you know, a lot of the people in our sphere are friends. That's a big category that we're working with right now. And so it's a great attribute for her to have.
Is that nice to hear? Is that nice to hear?
Absolutely.
Right? Do you guys praise each other? Are you guys good with that? Or are you
Not
more
enough.
Not
like,
enough.
bitch, you didn't do this, you didn't do that? Is it? I
We
mean,
share our love in other ways.
Yeah.
it's fine. What,
We have a language.
it's how I bet you do. I don't want to go there. I think that, but you guys are doing something that no one else is doing in town. Really, is that at your age you're all in on this.
Absolutely.
Right?
100%. Yeah. And I'd say now more than ever, I mean, we've spent the last couple months really kind of pouring our all into building the brand and doing things that we hadn't done before. So like using a lot of like photos together and really branding ourselves as sisters, which has been so cool, honestly.
Building a system.
Yes.
You're doing stuff that if you choose to have kids down the road, it's something that you can share with your kids, grandkids,
Yeah.
because stuff is digitized. Like the biggest reason why I'm doing this is having, if it happens, my kids, you know, there's great grandpa Jeff back in, 2023 had FargoTalks, and this is where he started. And, by then it'll be chips in people's heads like Elon Musk wants and everything, all the other horse shit.
Yeah.
But
There's a paper trail of
it's
you.
cool, but
Yeah.
there's a paper trail of what you're doing now, and you should be commended for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's super
Thank
cool.
you, Jeff Fargo.
Yeah.
You're welcome. It's true. No, I'm watching what you guys are doing. And full disclosure, we work together. You're clients of mine, but it's more than that. Like, you guys are cool. You're fucking cool.
You're cool, Jeff Fargo.
I try.
Takes one to know
I
one.
try. Well, thank you. I love how people talk now. They go, I'll save space for that. Now, like, what the fuck that means? I don't have any space. I'm organs and
woke.
blood and probably 13% body fat. But beyond that, fucking no idea. But thank you. I just think that the more I can, like, as long as I'm having a bad goddamn day, if I can make them smile and make them laugh, I'm good.
Yeah. Agreed.
I'm winning.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Like, that's it. And, you are spinning plates as a realtor, especially now in this market with what's going on. And in Vegas, with the Vegas flake factor and everything else going on, are you guys still building out your systems, or do you have your systems pretty much in place? Or is it just you're kind of just winging it and see what happens?
Every day we're like chipping away at our never-ending to-do list. Like, how are we going to do this? And it's been a lot of fun, but definitely still building systems.
And it's a learning curve because I think we came from a place where everything was really set up for us and really user-friendly.
Yep.
And now we are learning how to do that all on our own.
Yeah.
So
a lot of
You
creativity.
put on your big girl pants,
absolutely.
both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that feel? Honestly, how's that feel?
Freeing but also challenging.
And it feels like you can run every aspect of your business. Like you create all the marketing, you like touch base with all the clients. Like everything you do is like at your own hands.
You wake up unemployed every day as a realtor, and that is it's inviscerating, it is exciting, and it's terrifying all in the same boat.
Absolutely.
Because you're only as good as your last deal,
Yep.
right? And there's, well, interest rates are at 6%, and there's no homes, there's no, there's no inventory. Well, guess what? People still want to fucking move to and from Las Vegas. We're still, as long as we've got the people to the west of us in California doing what they're doing, and Gavin Newsom is taxing them the shit out of them, come on over.
Yeah.
Come on over. We'll find space for you. We will find space for you, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Where are you guys finding most of your business now? Is it cold calling? Is it referrals?
Referrals in our sphere right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you're both in your fucking 20s and you're working your sphere, and your sphere has money to buy a goddamn house. That's awesome. Like, seriously.
Yeah,
That is so cool.
And being born and raised here in Vegas, we definitely have a great network of friends and family.
Which, for people that don't know, to have the born and raised moniker in town, you're royalty.
Oh, we are.
Oh, you are. Well, look at, all right. For people, when I'm meeting somebody and if they say, well, because everyone here, the big thing is, how long have you been here? And I always say, I've been here for 10 years, but my son is 7 and he's born and raised. And that immediately says, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for a while. And my son was born here. And I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
I'm very proud that Jack was born and raised here.
Yeah.
It's awesome. So for you guys to say that is just like, it's cool.
Oh, yeah. And to watch it grow over the years. I mean, we both went to high school in Centennial. And I remember back then, that was like the edge of town. And so now to see it, however many years later, it's been amazing. Sports teams, so much growth, and watching it has been so cool.
You guys have a front row seat to the greatest show in town with what's going on here.
Yeah.
And you're both very good, again, with telling your stories online. Because you're reaching, hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of people right now, if not more, with what you're doing. And is that something because you're doing more of the social media stuff?
I create a lot of our content for our team page. We haven't delegated that out yet.
Don't. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
I'll help you. Don't. I do.
Help me.
I will. That's what please. I've got you guys. What I do with my stuff is I have a team that edits all my stuff for me, because they have great AI right now. But if you have the money, you want to invest in, you paid guys to just do it. And then there's one I did with Dave Heenan Jr. that owns Urban Nest. He quoted something from 8 Mile, Eminem movie.
Okay.
And my guys found that clip and put that in the actual
cool.
short.
That's
Holy
awesome.
Yeah.
fuck, right? Like that's the stuff you pay the money for.
Yeah.
And that's where we could be even better at what we do, is just like assigning things to people that do it better. Like we need to be in front of clients.
Yeah.
We want to dabble in everything.
To be the jack of all trades or master of none.
You guys want to sell homes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both y'all, right? Like that's all you want to do is sell homes.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be social media managers. You don't want to be SEO experts. That's not your thing.
Yeah.
If you want to get into this game, podcasting, I think you guys would be a perfect fit for this. And especially with people that you know in town. Oh, fuck. Hysterical. I think that's
fun.
I think that it's a no-brainer. I have a girl I bring in, Mindy, and she's a realtor, but she's a professional bartender. So whenever I do nighttime ones, that's the one that we were going to do, and then I forgot that I was off, and I apologize for that, but we'll do it.
We'll
That she
have a
comes in,
cocktail.
we do wood-fired old fashions. And she
Love
gets
that.
the little mesquite chips right here on camera and does the whole thing.
amazing.
It's awesome.
Everybody
That
gets
is
a little
awesome.
loose.
Yeah, we get a little loose. I haven't done gummies yet. That might be the next thing I do. I haven't done that yet. But that's on the. I have a Google Doc.
Can we openly talk about that?
Hell yeah, it's legal.
Okay.
Why not?
Because I have to say, I love my 12 or 11 p.m. text from Jeff Fargo saying, sorry guys, got a little high.
I'm high as fuck. Yeah, I'll always say hi AF, or the kids I go to the Source, and I'm not sponsored by them, but the Source in Henderson. It's like going into a fucking Apple store. Everything's behind plexiglass. I have a bud tender, and hey Jeff, how are you? He's got his little MacBook, his tablet. well, you had this last time, and how was that for you? These are on sale. Do you want to get, because I'm a gummy guy.
Yeah.
And so they taught me, and I go, I'm going to go home and get high as fuck. They go, no, you see, high as giraffe nuts.
Oh.
That's the line now, is what all the kids are saying. So I'm here to help at 53. I'll teach you to be hip. Both of you that. So like,
teaching us the way.
So I'm going to I'll be with my daughter. Her and I are going to Manhattan tomorrow for 5 days, 6 days. So of course I can't.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother, I'll start crying. It's like, but tonight is like my last night I could have fun. So I got to go, because I go to the source and they have gummy sales every day. So it's like 2 things of gummies for like $35. And I just go, what's going to get me high as giraffe nuts? And they laugh at me. I go, here, Jeff, I just need this.
So how many do you take at a time?
2.
Okay. Good for you.
Wonderful.
That's what, 10?
Absolutely.
10 milligrams each. The best time for me, because Brandy, my girlfriend, she's in Tampa. So we get together once a month-ish. And so if I'm not spending that weekend with my kids, I'm at Inspirada. And I love it because it's like going to a fucking day club, the pool.
Yeah.
I brought the kids yesterday. We get a table and there's an umbrella and you got the lounge chairs. And so I did that by myself last month. I have my Trulies and my little cooler. I drive my golf cart there.
That's fun.
Oh, it's a fucking good time, man.
It's like being out.
And I'm high as fuck and love it. Love it, love it, love it. I make myself some food. And yeah, it's the best.
That's wonderful.
It's a good life.
And you're still
It's
in
like
your
a
own
vacation.
neighborhood.
I get my Bubby's fucking bread and butter chips, pickles from Costco.
I'm more of a dill person.
We had a few of those yesterday for
Oh.
Father's Day.
All right.
I don't mind dill, but that's like a Summerlin Henderson thing, like bread and butter chips, dill.
And I have to say, we are Summerlin girls.
Yeah.
So you're dill.
Summerlin bitches through and through.
Someone bitches?
Absolutely.
Fucking awesome. Oh my God, that could be a
You a
hashtag.
Henderson hoe?
I'm a Henderson hoe. Thank you. I've never been called a hoe in my entire life. And thank you, Joe, for saying that. I will save space for that.
You like that one?
I do like that one. I'm a Henderson hoe. I use that hashtag. But yeah, I go to that. I go there if I'm not doing anything, and I spend the day. I'm on my laptop, like I'm doing shit.
Yeah.
I'm pushing out content and doing my whole thing.
That's
But
what we do too. We'll go sit at the
awesome.
bar on an
Yes.
outside patio.
Yes,
Nice day.
That's how we're spoiled here.
We are.
I mean, come on. Most people come here to party their ass off, where we're like, this is our backyard,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then being in our self-employment type gigs, like every day is a weekend.
Yeah.
It really is. Where's some of your favorite spots to go in town?
Where to begin?
I know.
We've got time.
We're foodies. I mean, originally we worked in food and beverage industry.
I didn't know that, really.
Yeah.
Right on. Okay, so if you were a favorite spot to eat, or like say the top 2, because you really can't pick one.
On or off the strip?
Yes.
Yeah, both?
What?
Yes.
Yes?
Both.
Okay.
Number 1,
Carbone.
Carbone.
Carbone's good.
Yeah.
Carbone's good.
Big fans.
I'm a fan of Carbone. That's a good call.
Very fun.
Okay, off
glamour.
strip.
I like North Italia for like pretty good Italian food
Okay.
and a like outdoor patio vibe.
Okay.
Yeah. North is good. I like Vintner Grill.
Vintner Grill's good. Vintner Grill's very good for like power lunches.
Yeah.
That's like the spot for power lunches
Yeah.
in
We
Summerlin.
post up with our laptop in there.
we do. There's a lot of real estate
great
agents
idea.
who are in there.
Okay.
Yeah, because a lot of offices.
Well, then get the hell out of there. You don't want to go with those real estate. You want to go with real estate agents or not, girls?
That's
This
true.
is true.
Hello.
That is true. Yeah.
You were both wrong. The correct answer is herbs and rye.
oh, herbs and
my
So
gosh.
you both were wrong. It's herbs and rye is the correct answer for off trip number
Well,
one.
that's a
So
staple
right.
in our life.
Absolutely.
And I would be going there and post up there.
I can walk to herbs from my house. Yeah.
Good for you. Get a golf
That has
cart.
been
Make it more fun. Be like your work dad. And I think herbs and rye to me is in terms of ambiance and whether it's a business thing, it's at the bar or for a date,
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah.
It's
If you can get a bar seat.
you can get a bar seat. But they
Yeah.
they make a nice old fashioned there.
Yeah.
I like it there a lot. My other favorite place is Hank's at and that's because I'm a Henderson guy
Love
at
Hank's.
GVR, Green Valley
We would
Ranch.
be a
Yeah.
T-Bones girl.
Yeah. T-Bones is good, but I don't like the fact that it's not a real martini glass that they pour. It's not like that V-shaped martini glass.
Oh, is it a coupe?
It's like it goes up. It's
Yeah.
like out and then up. Is it a coupe?
Yeah.
Oh. Is it round?
Kind of. It's rounded like it's not up at like a 45-degree angle. It goes out and then curves up.
Oh.
Almost like a fat
That
champagne
bothers
glass.
you.
It
That
bothers
would
the
bother
fuck
me
out
too.
of me.
Glassware is important.
It's details matter. to me. And like when I was single, that was my spot, was to meet girls at Hank's.
Yeah.
Their dirty martini, it's like Jesus Christ himself makes a dirty martini, goes boop. Like the fucking blue cheese olives, the glass is like on ice. It's like out of a freezer.
Chilled glass.
There's shards of like ice, like I'm looking for a baby seal
ice
floating in my
flakes.
fucking dirty martini.
Right.
It's so cold.
Yep.
And they make the blue cheese olives right there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my God.
They used to have a killer martini list with like over 100 different kinds.
I don't know if they have 100, but the ones they have are kick ass.
Yeah.
And their happy hour menu is, I mean, you're fighting to get real estate there, like Herbs and Rye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
absolutely.
But to me, that is the best happy hour in town. Is Hank's.
yeah.
I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it.
Sexy atmosphere.
Oh, sexy atmosphere. Yeah,
I used
that
to
was.
love their cantaloupe martini. It was like delicious.
Was there cantaloupe in it?
Yeah. There had to have been. It was perfect.
I had a very, how do I put this? I had a very high close rate whenever I would take a girl to Hank's.
It's a good spot.
Very high close rate. Like we're
Got
talking
it.
like stratospheric fucking numbers. Because if I can make you laugh and you've got 2 or 3 drinks in you, it's game over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Game over.
And good food.
And great food.
And really, like an atmosphere is huge. A vibe to
The
feel.
live music. If you have live music and a decent price drink, I mean,
Yeah.
I'll pay for it. But just I love dirty martinis or old fashions or a decent wine list.
You know
And-
what?
Got me, man.
We love dirty martinis. That's our drink of choice. Always. Yeah.
And then close it out with an espresso martini.
Yep.
That's
We've
the
got to
nightcap.
find a place. I mean, we could do this. Like I've already. I'll tell you this in a second. I'm already doing a location shoot. Breakfast Junkies is in Inspirata, and we're going there. I think within a month, and doing this Fargo Talks there at the bar.
That's
They've asked
awesome.
me to go in and do it, and I've got 2 agents I work with. One is Brandon from Vegas, where he's like 300 or 400,000 followers on TikTok, and is also massive on Instagram.
Wow.
He's a HomeSmart agent, HomeSmart Encore, does well, but his jam is restaurant reviews and bars.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
What an honor.
And so I'm bringing him, I text him, he's like, I'm in.
Yeah.
Him and Aaron Mills, who I love. And so we're going to do that. So we should find a place. If you guys know somewhere that, like, you know, the manager or something, it'd have to be off the strip.
Yeah.
That's not corporate, because the corporate's a bunch of bullshit. But we could do this.
Because you'd have to set this all up.
Well, what we do is bring Scott Vera of Level 9 Studios. He's the man. He was 2 weeks ago.
cool.
He was a client of his, and it's public now. Went to Twitter headquarters, and he did Elon Musk.
Wow.
Not biblically. I
That's
mean, like
big stuff.
he filmed the interview
did?
of Elon Musk. Full disclosure: Scott Fair is a happily married man and is a good dad. And in no way, shape, or form did that comment at all insinuate that he has a sexual relationship with Elon Musk. Just saying it right now, and he's back right now giggling his fucking
That
asshole.
sounds like the Monica Lewinsky.
Just saying.
Did
There's,
not have sexual relations.
Did not. No, there's no cigar. Scott Vera does not own a blue dress. Nothing happened whatsoever. He's fucking dying back there right now.
I love
But
that.
how cool would that be for us to, like,
Yeah.
find a place and say, I'll cover all the production costs, but we want martinis and maybe some like finger food. We could like just 0 to 10. How is this?
Yeah.
And we could shit face. That'd be
would be
great.
fun.
And
Oh,
I'll
that'd be
even
wonderful.
and maybe even I'm not saying it would happen, but it would happen that I'd
a
supply
dream.
gummies as well. We could do that too.
Why
Speaking
not
our
indulge in
language,
everything?
Fargo.
Girls, this could be the beginning of something wonderful. You just start like in a very nice way, if you know like the manager or whatever at an off-strip property,
Yeah.
and go, hey, a buddy of ours has a podcast. We'd love to come over and can we shoot an episode sometime?
Yeah.
Even a lot of times they'll say, well, Friday and Saturday it's Paco. Okay, Tuesday night, Monday night, whatever. And then we take up like a couple tables, push them together, and he brings everything.
We have a few downtown bars that we could definitely.
Ooh, that's a good
yeah.
call.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about
Dad
that
works
a little
at,
bit
yeah.
later. Because for me, it's like, why not? He can take this thing on the road anywhere. If he's doing what he's doing, if he's getting
Yeah.
flown over the country to do stuff, like, okay.
Yeah.
And the Breakfast Junkies reached out to me after I posted my son Jack. I did a video of him doing 0 to 10 the Nutella crepes.
I've
Yeah.
seen your reviews.
Okay, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you're awesome.
I watched him.
I'm like, people watch
He's
this.
darling. He is
He's
darling.
a good kid. Both my kids are okay. So this is what, again, I'm talking about me all the fucking time. I'm sorry.
It's all about you, though.
I'm an only child. There's no I in Jeff.
That explains everything.
You should talk to my therapist. Joe. Well, you should talk to Barb. Talk to my therapist, Barb. She takes Aetna. She's great, which is healthcare insurance. You don't know what that is, probably.
I do know Aetna.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
I'm not quite there yet.
I didn't know yet. I didn't know with you guys. I don't know with realtors. So I'm taking my daughter auditioned and got into LVA in the Las Vegas Academy.
Awesome.
And so my ex and I get along great. We co-parent great. We have never pushed her. But she's always done this, and she's a theater kid. And Broadway musical theater is her thing. And she's good. And I'm not just saying that because every parent says that their kids are amazing. Alex Fargo's fucking good. And so
That's awesome.
thank you. And so
She's got a name that could go far. Yeah.
and she's funny and smart and empathetic and a good kid. And so I'm lucky enough that I'm in a position in my life that I'm like, you know what? I used to live in Manhattan. So like, let's go. So we're going to see 2 Broadway shows and a Yankee game this week.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. And she
Oh
doesn't
my
know. Well,
gosh.
she'll now, by the time
So
she
just
watches
the
this.
two of you are going.
Just us.
And Jack's staying home. What I've noticed
Love
from
that.
your videos, just like the tidbit I picked up, is how much she loves her brother. And I
Very
think
much.
that's really sweet. And
Very
you can
much.
tell she's like looking out for him.
6-year difference. But she is, I told her there's a movie called American Sniper.
Yeah.
With about Chris, I forget his last name, and the guy from the good-looking Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper, yeah.
Was in it, and there's a scene in that where it's not Bradley Cooper because it's the sniper was a kid, and the dad's at the dinner table, and he says to the kids, he goes, "Kids, there's 3 types of people in the world. There's sheep, there's wolves, and there's sheepdogs. The sheep get preyed on, the wolves prey on the sheep. The sheepdogs are the ones that protect the sheep from the wolves. My daughter's a sheepdog." And she protects her brother.
Yeah.
And I've told her that. I said, and I've told her that since Jack was born. She's been a sheepdog. And she's just an incredible kid. And so I'm blessed that where I'm at financially, let's go to Manhattan for 6 days. And by the time she sees this, we will have gone, but we fly out tomorrow. We get there tomorrow night. We're staying at a 4.5-star place, Conrad, Midtown Manhattan, very nice place. Then Wednesday morning, we're going down to a helicopter helipad in the financial district, and I've got a helicopter that we're going to go and circumnavigate all of Manhattan Island and Statue of Liberty
Awesome.
for her to see, because it's her first time. I want her to see it from 2,000 feet, and then we're going to land, and then we're going to go like Battery Park and go to the 9/11 Memorial and do all that stuff.
When you said Manhattan, I thought you meant Manhattan Beach all this time until just now.
Did you think? Did you think Manhattan Beach as well?
No.
Thank you. Just as long as I knew. Okay, that's on you.
Okay.
That's on Joe, because Dani and I were like, no, it's New York City.
We were on the same page.
Thank you.
Well, then you said the island, and I was like, there's an island in the Pacific?
Well, they do have floods over there. That's also true. There's mudslides and shit. That something could have gotten carved out. So it's okay. New York City, the borough of Manhattan.
That makes sense.
Is where we're going. And it might rain on Friday, but we have tickets to the Yankee game. And I have friends there.
How
So
cool.
Greenwich Village for Italian, which people don't know this, but Little Italy is a tourist trap. Mulberry Street.
Yeah.
And everyone goes there and they go, there's a bunch of great restaurants there, but there's other places. It's just like here, off strip is where you want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you get food that's
don't need
as
to-
good or better and a fuckload cheaper. And so we're going to Greenwich Village to meet friends of mine for dinner on Wednesday. And then Friday night, we're going to a really nice steakhouse, Midtown Manhattan.
That's
What
wonderful.
a lucky gal.
Yeah.
I'm a lucky one.
Can I say Happy Father's Day? You're a great
Yeah.
father.
Happy
you.
belated Father's Day.
Thank
Awesome.
you. I love my kids, man.
Yeah.
It's the one thing I'm like, got that right.
That's
so
very
far.
evident.
Yes.
So far, I got that right. And Jack is not happy that he's not going to New York, but I told him, I said, honey, in September, I'm taking to Disney World.
Yeah. You
we're
guys will
going there.
have your little trip that you do together, and you get to.
I want that time with like one-on-one.
Yeah.
And if I could swing it every year, I will pick somewhere and we'll do that.
Yeah.
If not, okay, then the next year we'll save our money and do it the next time. But I'd rather do it right than wait for use a fucking Groupon to go to Catalina.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
She's going to have a blast.
She's gonna blast. She said to me, we were at Zupa's because she loves soup and salad, as do I, and she's an old soul. And she said she's pumped for Manhattan, the borough,
Yeah.
not beach. Okay. You can talk to her afterwards about that. And that, she's like, well, Dad, what are you most excited for to go to New York City? And I said, honey, your reaction to everything.
Oh.
Like your first time you have, like when we get there tomorrow night, we're going for pizza. And I told her if she does not fold her slice, I'm putting her on the fucking plane and she's going back.
That's like a New York rule or what?
Oh, you got to fold your slice.
Okay.
The pizzas are wider. The slices are much wider. So you fold it, but also all the goodness then goes in the center.
Yeah.
All the oil and everything
You wouldn't
else.
want to lose any of that.
You can't lose the goodness.
Yeah.
And so I've tried for years to get her to do it because I always do it and she won't. But I'm like, honey, please, for Dad. So we have an agreement.
Yeah,
That
you've
we'll do that.
debriefed her.
Here's
what we do.
She knows. That's the only thing I ask. Everything else, Dad's going to pay for everything. I've got it, whatever you need, but fold that fucking slice of pizza. Or else I will put you, I don't care if you're 13, get on fucking Delta, you're going back. And I'll stay in Manhattan and have a great time. And then I look at shit face and find gummies. The end.
Fatherhood.
Yep.
So do you guys you're setting goals, like a vision board or anything like that? Some people do vision boards. That's not me. But is there a way, if you could set goals for yourself with what you're doing?
We've set some short-term ones.
We have a revenue goal.
Yes, we do.
And we have a goal within our brokerage. We want to tier up to have a team office. So
I love that.
That's a big one. And it's a certain amount of revenue brought in. So,
yeah.
And then some other small things along the way. One thing that...
Monthly escrow goals.
Okay. What about personal stuff?
Yeah. So right now, every night before we go to bed, I mean, we're already talking all day, but we'll kind of set our goals for the next day. So it starts with our workout, and then it goes into how many calls we're going to do. Then it goes into what we're going to plan to create or post. And so
we'll send a text.
Yeah.
Be like, this is what's happening tomorrow.
Okay.
That way we've got a little schedule for the next day.
I mean, something bigger.
You want some big plans.
I'm going to challenge both of you to, whether it's you travel together or travel separately or buy an income property together, something like that.
Yeah.
And to say, hypothetically, you know what? Yeah, let's buy an income property together. Okay, a decent one's going to cost $450,000.
We have an income property together.
Second one.
Yeah, we're ready. Yeah, that's what we're going for.
That's what I mean. But something like that. But to have the balance to say also, let's go to. I was just talking about this with somebody the other day, Tulum. You guys will go to Tulum. Personally, me, fucking Mexico. God bless Mexico. But if I can't drink the water, fuck off.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I can't. Even though I think on our cruise we stopped somewhere in Mexico, but I'm like, what? I'll stay on the boat.
We have no
something
problem
like that.
carving out the fun time.
Okay.
I would say.
Yeah. There's
we'll
plenty
find that.
allotted.
So you guys are good with that. You guys are balanced. In terms of when to dial it, when to put your foot on the gas, and when to stop. And just kind of feather the pedal and
We're always
relax.
operating that balance.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Absolutely. We enjoy spending time together outside of work and doing many things. We have a trip planned for the 4th of July. We're going to California.
Nice.
Beach house trip.
Manhattan. Manhattan Beach.
But we've also
Oceanside.
got
Oceanside. I said Manhattan Beach because she said Manhattan. That's all I'm going to say.
we also have American flags and mailers to get out for 4th of July right before we leave.
Love it.
So a little business and
Love
then some
it.
play.
Good.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about some personal stuff. And it's because I have to know. Are you dating? Trying to date? What's going on in Vegas? Because Vegas is a pain in the ass to date is what I've heard. I had fun when I was single. But
Yeah.
pain in the ass. I never knew about pretty privilege until my girlfriend talked about it. And she told me, she gets shit, would get it for free. Why? Well, because she goes, Jeff, because I'm attractive and just guys would buy me shit. I'm like, okay, I'm doing it now. Here's my fucking wallet,
You're the
honey.
sucker now.
Done. Well, I am. As long as she puts out and makes me laugh, done. And cooks for me, done. Check. Done. Take my check. There you go.
Yeah.
Done. That's it.
It is a form of currency.
Transactional.
Can we please talk about that for a second? Because I think it is. And again, when I was dating, there's the guys my age, and you go on seeking arrangements, and all of a sudden you have a girlfriend or whatever, or you have dates, and they haven't. I was on there for about a week, and I'm like, you want $5,000 a month allowance? Go get a fucking job.
You did one of those?
Well, let
No,
me.
I did not do it, but I looked at it and went, no. The funny part is that I still have to this day a girl I met. I have a couple girls I met on there that were great friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dated a couple times, didn't work out, but we're still great friends. And one of them's a lot younger, but she's awesome.
Yeah.
Hysterical and adorable, but just, I was like, I can't, this is weird.
Yeah.
It just doesn't,
Well, I think the choice of the dating app was maybe the first mistake.
Awful.
Yeah.
I had no idea what I was doing.
You chose
I had no idea what I was doing. I'm like,
sugar daddy app.
sugardaddy.com, whatever
And then you were
it is.
confused when you logged in.
Old guys in Vegas
Read the
looking for
room.
comfort.com. Read the room. Thank you. Like, read the fucking digital room, Jeffrey Mark. Yeah,
Maybe you should try that one, like bagels and donuts and coffee. What is it called?
Yeah.
I don't know, is there
Something
one?
more pure
Yeah.
I would love that.
or something like that.
I would do like bagelsanddonuts.com, and it's just like people's hanging. I would do
Yeah,
that.
I think it's made to like meet up over coffee.
Oh my God.
I
Well,
don't.
I would do that maybe, but then like if you hook up a coffee breath, like it's a whole thing. That's like,
But if it's love, it's
If
love.
it's meant to be, you know what? Go ahead. Let's go at it. And it fucking tastes like an espresso, whatever. That's fine. Yeah, I'm down for that. But so how is dating here? Tell me.
How is dating here? It's interesting. It's hard to say. I think we both have been in long-term relationships. I was in one for 4 years, almost 5. Then I got out of that, and it's hard, for sure.
Challenging.
I don't know if it's so much Vegas or just dating when you're young and like figuring out what you want and need, and more importantly, what you don't want.
Yeah.
Does Joe have a type?
Does Joe have a type?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's her type? Don't say a word. What's her type?
Extremely sweet, very funny, down to earth. And the one thing that she always says is, if you don't accept my family, then just hit the road. So like
That's
her
awesome.
biggest
That's old
thing-
school.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Which I feel the exact
If you
same
don't
way.
treat my
How
family,
tall is he?
They're always tall.
6 foot?
They're always
6'1"?
tall. They're always tall.
this is true.
34, 35,
36.
36.
36? That's still good though. You're okay. That's appropriate. You're good.
Yeah,
That's safe.
we're very mature for our age.
Works in the industry, works in finance, real estate agents. What's her jam?
We've both kind of annexed the idea of dating a real estate agent.
Smart.
We already date each
Too
other.
catty.
Smart.
Do not want to go home and talk about work
No.
after you've had a full work day.
And don't want to compete for...
Oh my God, that's right.
And not
Business.
to mention, we're really good at what we do. So, like, I don't
Fuck
want
yeah,
to
you
be
are.
with a man that's not as good as us.
Yeah.
What's Dani's type?
Dani? Let me think on this one. She's had a few different kinds.
27 to 35.
Older.
Older.
She definitely has, like, decided older is the way.
So older, like mid 30s?
Not older than 35, but
Okay,
right
so
around there.
So like
They are.
31, 35.
No.
What's the oldest you've dated?
Going on 38 right now.
Going on like he's 37 and 3/4.
but
Okay,
she's
fine.
recently decided that older men is the way.
Well,
This is true.
but-
Yeah.
but-
Okay. I guess we're going to put it all out there. 100%. I don't think that there's any other way, especially being in the place that we are. I think there's nothing wrong with dating your age if that works for you. But for us, it just simply doesn't. We have a different view on the world. Men mature much later. And they still always,
Preach.
and I mean,
So right.
they're still always
Thank you
like
for taking
boys.
that one. Nobody else does.
Why?
I don't know.
Because they don't have a shit together. That's why. Well, girls, let's face facts. Older guys are financially secure.
Yeah.
Higher likelihood they're financially secure. They will appreciate you more. I mean, I'm 53. Brandy's 42. I respect her. If she needs help with stuff, I'm in. What do you need?
Yeah.
I don't think about it. Done. She actually enjoys it. If I send her money for something, I help her. If she eyelashes, done. Nails, done. But I send very sexually explicit comments in Venmo.
Oh, I love that when
Yeah.
you can go read the feed.
These are private. Thank you very much. But she did send me one. It was a picture of her nails, and she called them dick catchers. Fucking awesome.
How many?
Died.
Did she catch it?
Well, okay. Well, I'll tell you what that one is. She's from the South, so she has this deep. She's from like Appalachia, like northern Georgia. So she has a very deep Southern accent, which I melt. I fucking melt when she talks. And I would say we were in Charlotte last weekend for a buddy of mine's kid got married. His son got married, and So we're Ubering everywhere. And I'd say we've got, because my daughter's son would say when she was a kid, with 8 min, 10 min, minutes.
Okay.
And then Brand would go, 10 min.
Wait, I'm confused.
I love that.
She would, it was a play on words where it meant 10 minutes, but with her Southern accent, she'd make it sound like it was 10 men.
Oh.
Thank you. Yes. So to this day, if I'm driving somewhere and in my car, I'm like, I got to go. I've got 5 min until I'm at the office. She goes, ooh, 5 min, 1 boy.
That's cute.
It's awesome.
That's really cute.
It's hysterical.
So can we ask you some questions?
Ask me whatever you want. I'm an open book.
So how many months have you two been?
We started dating. I met her when I was going back and forth to Tampa taking care of my mom. Mm-hmm. And I met her on Bumble, and we met in January.
Okay.
And I knew as soon as I saw her,
Yeah.
like, that was it.
Right.
Let's roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you have in common?
We're both very good parents. That's first. She's an amazing mom. Her daughter is 14 and they have a great relationship. So that's first and foremost. And that's the most important to me.
That's a huge one.
Is family. Like, and so that's the first one. The second one is, we both are very, very, very naughty. Very naughty. Super naughty.
Okay.
And it's awesome. Because she'll send me just like stuff from like Instagram that she'll DM me, just like wordgasm or something. There's a different site now. It's in my algorithm now because I'll see shit and send it to her, and it's on. That helps close the distance between both of us. Is that if I see something on Insta, I'll send it to her or she'll send it to me.
Yeah.
And that also we talk at least twice a day, every day. I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning with the time difference. She works graveyards as a nurse, and so she's just coming back. So we'll talk.
Yeah, you have to being away from each other.
Totally. I think there's beauty in having distance sometimes. Like they say distance makes the heart grow stronger, and I truthfully believe in that. I think like when you first start dating somebody, sometimes you can just try to like pack it in so much. You just like each other so much. You want to see each other so much. And that's the quicker that like your flame
exhaust it.
Yeah, the
And
flame
you
goes out.
don't pour a solid foundation is what I think happens.
Absolutely.
And I know that when we're together now, it's intense, it's passionate. Like we're together for 5 days last week, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
Like
Everything
I
is
love her.
intentional. Like
It's very intentional because we are measured by the seconds we're spending together because we know that we're going to be leaving soon.
Yeah.
Do I want to be with her sometime? Yeah, but right now, like I have young kids, she has young kids.
Yeah.
I'm not moving to Florida. She's not coming here. But we're just figuring it out.
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask you that.
Yeah.
No plan.
No. I'm
That's
just here.
okay.
I can't even if I wanted to. I can't. My kids come first, and so she's been out here a couple of times. I've been there a bunch of times. We're just making it work.
Yeah.
And it's right. Absence makes the heart grow stronger. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, we're fine with that.
Yeah.
So it just is what it is. But I knew within the first the thing is, all right, I'm an ass man. And so many of the women I go out with, and I was going 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, a lot of them no ass. They look like I got hit in the fucking ass with a plank. Like, wear 2 wallets. Do something. Jesus Christ.
God bless the no-assed women.
What? To somebody, but not me. I don't want them. I got no time for that. I have long fingers. I got to grab onto something, Joe, and I can't. I got nothing to work with there. Like, holy shitballs. And so when I met her, I met her at her house, and she turned around to go inside, and I looked at her and went, yeah. And she's a thigh gap. I'm like,
You've mentioned that one.
fuck yes.
Is Brandy gonna mind being exposed?
Pardon me?
Is she gonna mind being exposed like
She doesn't
this?
give a shit.
She might love it.
She knows me. She has zero filter, just like I do. And that's also why I love her. 'Cause we're Austin, who runs my social media team and does all my edits, all my cuts. So he sees all this stuff. And I sent him a video of it was at the reception. It's got like 3,000 or 4,000 fucking plays on Instagram. And she was drunk and didn't know I was filming her. And we walked away down by a lake in Charlotte.
I saw that one.
And she says something like, well, it's not a murderer's playground like my backyard, but it's nice. And then she starts laughing at herself for saying that and laughs even more because she sees me filming her.
It's cute.
Right?
It's really cute.
And it's so organic.
That's all it was.
Just a real moment in
That's
time.
a real moment that I'm a content guy.
Yeah.
That's just what I do.
Yeah.
And I love being with her, and she knows that. And so she's taking pictures of us, or I'm taking pictures of us. And yeah, like no one's ever, aside from my kids, no one's ever made me happier than Brandy McCowan.
Wow.
She's incredible. And
I
so
love love.
I do too.
I've never been in love before like this.
Aw.
Ever.
Well, we love that.
Thank you. It's, it's, if I can do it, there's hope for you two. I'll tell you that much right now.
Yeah.
Because you two, the thing I love about you guys is this, and you probably don't think so, but you really have your shit together.
Thank you.
Okay? You do. You
Thank
really
you.
do, in terms of how you carry yourself. And you're both, this is something that to a guy an older guy who's financially okay, I love a woman that's got a fucking dick, that's got a set of balls on her, that's not afraid to fucking just, this is it.
See, I always think that
Love it.
is intimidating
Fuck no.
to men.
To a man that is not comfortable or confident with who he is, it's intimidating. To a man who's confident and is totally good with what he brings to the table in a relationship, he will thrive on that. Yeah. I found out that it took me 2 years of dating. My type is a woman who's an alpha at work. So Brandy's a nurse. She has people that she has to take care of, every day. Mm-hmm. But there were a couple of women here that I dated. It's just for one reason or another, it didn't work out, but they were in very powerful positions in what they did and had to take care of stuff. But then when they're with me, they're submissive as hell because I'm dumb as they fucking come.
Yeah.
Oh, and I love it. And they love that.
About that a lot because it's hard sometimes to transfer. I mean, we get to work and we're just tunnel vision. We definitely get into a little more of like a masculine energy.
Absolutely you do.
Yeah.
But it's like,
fuck yes.
You want to turn it off. Like you want to be in your feminine energy.
Yes.
You want a man to feel like more of the
You
masculine
want to be taken
one.
care of.
You make
Little bit.
decisions
Yeah.
all day long.
And that's okay to be
then-
to say want to be taken care of.
Yeah.
You're in a very dominant alpha role, making decisions every single day as a real estate agent, male or female. And as a woman, it must be, again, I don't have a fucking uterus, but I'm guessing it becomes taxing and exhausting after a while because you just want to be a girl and have a man, not a boy, have a man that can be there for you, take care of you, make the reservations, open the door for you,
Drive
hold
the
you.
car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They pick you up.
Yeah.
Back when I was dating, I was paying for girls for the babysitters if they had kids. I pay for the sitter. I'm like, for all that you have to go through, which was a strong move, by the way.
Yeah.
That is a strong move.
fucking move.
That's a closing move.
That also between that and Hank's, yeah.
Yeah.
And if they were like, well, if we're gonna drink, I
Chef's
might
kiss.
Uber. And I never about Chef's Kiss either. Brandy taught me Chef's Kiss. I had no idea what that was either. Pretty Privilege and Chef's Kiss. I had no idea what the fuck that was. Now I know what that is. Yeah, I can't do that. I can't. I'm 6'3", 230. I can't fucking do that. But
Don't do it.
I'm holding space for both of you for doing that. And it's just, I think that you are in a challenging position because you are proving yourself every day to clients, to lenders, to realtors, to whomever.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's times that when you're with a man, you want to be treated like a lady, but then also you want to be treated like a girl sometimes. And that's your daddy.
You don't
want to
be the boss anymore.
And that you just do your thing. And that's the thing is now people are more open about it. Like when I was younger, you didn't talk about that. You just didn't everyone was freaks, but we didn't have, cell phones with cameras on them. We had cell phones with cameras back in the 90s. I don't know if I'd be here right now. I'd probably be serving time somewhere. Good hell. Good stuff, but woo.
You'd have some more stories.
And they're all right here. It's wonderful.
Keep those stashed away.
Wonderful. It's in the vault. It's in the vault, girls. Well, I think that it is that is something that is overlooked a lot. But I mean, kudos to you to say older men.
Absolutely.
And I'm saying I agree with you and subscribe to what you're doing because a guy who's 38 is much more likely to have his shit together than a guy that's 28.
Yeah.
And that's just a fucking fact. Mm-hmm. And if somebody is hearing this right now is offended by that, well, you're an asshole. And you need to go work on yourself.
Yeah.
Because you should be like, oh, really? Like if there's somebody that, like hypothetically, if there's a guy whose younger age is interested in you and you're like, if he's smart, be like, you know what? Okay, What was it about me that didn't impress you? Well, you work at fucking Pizza Hut. And you live in your mom's basement, and there's only like 5 houses with basements in fucking Las Vegas, and you found one, and you're down there playing fucking.
We don't have those.
And you're down there playing fucking Roblox, on your Nintendo fucking Wii or whatever it is. And so, I just think that guys these days that are younger are pussies. A lot of them are pussies. Not all of them, but a lot of them.
Yeah, I have to give some credit where credit's due. I mean, I've dated guys who were around my age and definitely held their own and had their businesses. And they
wonderful.
Were, but there's just something different, and it's just easier to get along also with somebody who's older.
The conversation is much less drama.
Absolutely.
When you are dating an older man.
The emotional intelligence of an older man.
Please talk about that for a little bit.
Yes.
Because that was something when I was single and dating younger women, they loved. They love that. They're like, dude, you just like, I love talking with you because you give me great life advice. You don't add to the drama that's in my life already. You actually help me get through it and listen to me.
Yeah.
Older guys are good listeners.
They are.
Older guys are just we're good listeners.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
And I like that they admire our youth.
Yes.
Hell yes.
Yes.
I'm a Leo and I want to be admired all the time.
Yeah.
And that's something that it was funny. There's Brandy's a nurse and she's got 2 of her friends, and now I'm friends with them, and they're like 21 and 25. They're engaged to be married. We call them the kids because they are kids. Hannah and Connor, and they're wonderful, and they're both a gorgeous couple. Like I've told both of them, I said, go on. What's the thing we do with the feet?
OnlyFans?
OnlyFans, yes. I said
Foot Finder.
I go, both of you, I'm a digital guy. I go, Hannah, you and Connor should do each your own foot channels and then do one together, and we could like split test it and see what works.
And whatnot.
And do whatever it takes. And we could put like a little like toe ring on this one, and we could accessorize this one.
Drizzle some honey.
A little honey or a little raspberry or something on there, and
like a little hat.
That'd be adorable.
A raspberry hat.
Little smart little hat, little bow tie, put on a little pinky toe.
This is ridiculous.
Adorable. But here's the thing.
But you've got ideas.
There's fucking and they're dying laughing. And so they were over at Brandy's house last night because she's a fucking amazing cook. And Connor texts me, he goes, what's your favorite thing you like on your pizza? And I said, Brandy, duh. And they died because he goes, and he's dying. He goes, I thought you were going to say anchovies. I go, I do love anchovies as well. But no, I would take Brandy. Are you fucking kidding me? Of course. That's all I want is just done. But that's being an older guy. That's where my head is, that my brain and my heart is, how can I make her happy?
Yeah.
What is she going through?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's just, shut the fuck up, Jeff, and listen.
Yeah, absolutely.
If she's, and usually it's work. It's just because she's in a very stressful environment where she works as a critical care hospital. So everyone there is like on ventilators and coma, and they're about to die or going to die soon.
She probably really wants to shut all of that off at the end of her day.
Yeah.
And so sometimes she'll have bad days, and it's stressful. And I love the fact I've earned the right to be her safe space, her safe island to talk to. And I want that.
Yeah.
That nourishes my soul and makes me fall deeper in love with her. But it's like being an older guy, I don't want to, I don't share a lot of my shit with her.
Yeah.
Also, I don't have that much shit anymore.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Really?
I run from drama. Fucking run. If I am introduced, I'm knock on wood now, 95% of my work now is referrals with realtors. And if I get referred to somebody, and if they're a hot mess of drama, I don't care if they're doing 100 deals a year, I'm out.
Yeah.
Respectfully, I'm out.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, and we've kind of encountered that too recently, even with friend groups. I mean, it's kind of funny. We both at the same time started dating somebody who was a little bit older than us, 11, 12 years. And we started kind of like losing touch with certain friends who maybe carried a little more drama. And it was kind of interesting to
relate
see
anymore.
how people, like, they sort themselves out of your life. And they'll show you, like, okay, this friendship is not serving either of us anymore.
And it dies a natural death.
I think that's okay.
It's more than okay. And the thing is, fast forward to 10 years down the road, maybe then they have their shit together, or maybe you didn't have your shit together from where they're at.
Absolutely.
And fast forward down the road, you run into each other and you can reconnect then as friends.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it, is that you don't write them off, but it's just, you know what? For right now, I don't want to be occupied with dealing with your shit.
Yeah. We need to break up.
We need to break up. And
Let's
love
not force
you.
it.
You know, but let's not force it.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah.
That's
So
big.
I think different
That's big.
chapters of your life, like you're gonna go through seasons of this type of friend, and now you've evolved, and like now this is what your friendship looks like,
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
and some will endure them all.
It's pretty cool. All right.
Yeah.
I have to ask you this one too, because I'm fascinated now with this whole pretty privilege thing. Because I literally learned about it like 5 months ago when Rand told me. I'm like, what the fuck? So, have you had, being as realtors, have you had to deal with that at all? Because I know this is before I started, and I didn't put two and two together, but there's a realtor I used to work with. She's staggeringly attractive, like 5'9", blonde. She told me that she would take guys out. They'd be pre-approved, like statement, proof of funds, like $3, $4, $5 million. But would look at homes. They just wanted to ask her out. No
Is
intention of
that
buying a house
privilege,
whatsoever.
or now that's like a hindrance?
Yeah.
But
That's
we
my question.
certainly have. I think there's certain clients where you can really nail it because we're a woman and we're young, and it's like typically the demographic is like a male client, and they want to be the most knowledgeable, and that's where we have to sit back a little,
Let them take the wheel.
and you can close a deal by being less
Okay.
sometimes.
And it's awesome that at your age you know that less is more, and be like, yeah, let him do his thing.
Yeah, he wants to be the smart man in the
If you
room.
want, let him do it. That's okay.
Yeah.
Let him take the wheel, and there's nothing wrong with that. And then you're like, okay, well, this is what. Then I'll play this role, and let's move forward.
Yeah,
Right?
I would say that's where the privilege is.
Have you had any times where it was like, we have to end this, like this isn't working out? And
Oh my God, yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the reason why I'm asking is this. 90% of my clients are female. Of that, 60% of them are attractive, right? So of that, how do you deal with, and they're always asking me, because I've been around for a while, and I have clients, so it's like, what do you do? What's the advice you would give other men or women that are attractive that you feel like your looks are the only reason why somebody wants to meet with you? How do you screen that? Is there a way to screen that?
I don't think there's a way to screen it. I think that when the time comes that they're pushing the envelope, you take the opportunity to say that, your relationship is strictly business. And like we've both had this situation a few times.
Yeah.
And always awkward, always weird, but it's like you have to set that boundary.
Yeah.
Always.
And we both have to string along a few clients that might be playing games and might be very serious.
Yeah.
But until it gets out of line,
Yeah.
I'll keep a business relationship.
Absolutely.
I think that as long as you're always reinforcing the business relationship part of it,
Yeah.
you're good. And that as long as you have clear and defined expectations
Yeah.
Yeah.
set up as well.
Yeah.
It's just a fine line because you literally have to date your clients sometimes in order just
Heck yeah.
all of them just to get to know them and nurture the whole process start to finish. And so sometimes you don't know, like, is this guy just,
Yeah. Is he real or not?
yeah.
It's
Or does he need to have his hand held a little?
Yeah.
the most valuable asset you have is your time. Right? And I hope what both of you ladies should be doing is to say, all right, we want to build a book of business that by the time we are X years old, we're selling it. We're out. And then you do your thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Because this is not the end goal.
Oh,
It's just the beginning.
no, you guys are just getting started.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Like, I love having a front row seat to the show that is the Adams team is fucking awesome.
I'm not a big fan.
I love you guys, man.
We love you.
Yeah,
We love
I have from the beginning. I thought I'm like, God damn it, they're more than just cute girls, and that's the thing, because there's a lot of, don't get me wrong, a lot of realtors in town that are attractive, but when they open their mouths, you're like, oh no.
We had an experience recently where we held an open house. Beautiful agent, and she brings in her client, and knows absolutely nothing about the house, knows nothing going on. I'm explaining to him, and it was just awkward.
She was not attentive to her client.
No.
She was like texting and he was asking her questions.
Oh, no.
I was like, you have to be more than just
She's
cute.
texting because Marshmallow's in town and she's going
Right.
to she's going to be in the DJ booth that night.
Yeah.
Which I never knew about that either until one of my friends that she does that stuff. So I'm like, oh my God.
Well, and it's like, as a real estate agent.
But good for you though, to like, it happens more often than people talk about.
No personality.
No.
Like,
None.
show a little humanity or something.
Less tits and more personality.
Or knowledge, it's like, it's so easy to research a property before you go to not know anything about it once you get there. It was just like...
Or if you're not the sharpest whatever nail in the whatever, then at least be funny and personable and charismatic. Like nail that part.
Give a shit. Just give a shit.
Yeah.
Try.
I mean, that goes a long way.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Girls, this has been fun.
It's been real fun.
You guys are awesome. I want to do this again, but your homework now is find a place that serves booze.
Okay.
Deal.
And we take this on the road. I think it would be fucking hysterical.
Absolutely.
Would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, done.
We'll have a
Cool.
happy hour.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.